Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible to everyone? Okay. So before going to start your presentation, I just want to know: have you uh, selected your have you approached the faculty member for your project? Have you finalized the project, everyone? From side, okay, Prosenjit, yes. Jitul, yes. Saidur, Jitul, yes. Jitul, Saidur, Prosenjit. What about the rest? Tanglim, yes. David, yes. Okay. Then, quick. Give me the response quickly. Nilratna, yes. If still anyone left to select the project or consult with the guide, so by today itself, you have to complete this process, okay? Okay. You consult with your guide, finalize your topic, and accordingly, you start your work. Don't waste any time, because this project is very much important. Okay, then start today's class. So in the last class, we have discussed about project management activities. Project management activities. So what is basically project management activities? So it is the activities which took place during the execution of the project. Till now we have discussed two or three types. What are the topics we have discussed? I think a project planning and tracking. I think we have completed this one. Someone mentioned the topics names which I have covered from my end. I think two or three topics I have covered. Someone write in the text when to submit. You will get 1 month time. Okay, maybe in the last of June, but in between this period, you have to go through different progress, first progress, second progress. Okay, maybe around 10th or 15, in between 10th or 15, you have to go through the first progress. Then after 2 weeks, there may be a second progress. Okay, and if we are satisfied with your progress, then only we are allow you to sit in the final presentation. Otherwise, you will get backlog in project. This is the scenario, actual procedure. First progress, second progress. Based on first progress and second progress, you will get the internal marks. And if we are satisfied with your work, then only we are allow you to sit in the final presentation. Project management activities, project planning and tracking, and scope management. Okay, thank you, Jitul. Okay, the next point is estimation management. So I think all the topics you have already explained, but I believe that one or two revision is required. That's why I have discussed these topics again. So what is estimation management? See, for every development, different resources are involved in this development, and cost is one of them. Expenses in terms of money. That means we have to estimate the cost, and when you are going to estimate the cost, although when I discuss anything about cost, we assume that cost means the money, how much money we are going to spend. But in this case, it is not only about the money. Okay? Money is an integral part of cost, but here we are not concerned only about the money. We are going to estimate the resources, and cost is one of them. Okay? So basically, in estimation management, we are going to estimate the entire software in terms of money, in terms of quality, in terms of hardware and software requirement, in terms of manpower or effort. Okay, so these are the parameters normally we are going to estimate when we perform this estimation management activity. Okay, so right, in estimation management, estimation management is not only about estimation management is not only about cost estimation, because whenever we start to develop software, we also figure out the size, my efforts, time, as well as cost of the software. Okay. Next is scheduling management. So next, what is scheduling management? So basically, as it name says, when we are planning to do any kind of development, we have to schedule the entire activity. Although we have uh, defined software development lifecycle model where each model clearly identifies what are the activities we have to perform during the development. But apart from this, because in software development lifecycle, it mentions only the activities or the phases what you have performed. But for each phase, what will be the timeline? On which area we have to perform this operations? This is not defined. That means we have to do feasibility study. But how much time you can spend on feasibility study? How much time you can spend on suppose designing phase? That means there should be a proper schedule which needs to be followed while you are involved in any kind of software development. Okay? And this scheduling management is perform these activities for the development. Okay? Because I think we are familiar with the scheduling word. In OS, we have different kind of scheduling. Scheduling means it will schedule at what time which task is going to perform. Also, Okay. So in scheduling mechanism, we simply schedule our entire activities at which point what activity is going to perform. Right, in scheduling mechanism, right, or scheduling management, or not scheduling mechanism. Okay, right. Scheduling management in software development. Scheduling management in software development refers to all the activities, refers to all the activities to complete in a specific order and within the time slot within the time slot allotted to each activity. Okay. The next is project resource management. The next point is project resource management. That means in project there are different resources are involved. It may be a hardware resource, it may be a software resource. Okay. So you have to manage the resources so that the resources can be utilized up to the maximum level. right? In project resource management, right? In software development, all the elements are all the elements are in software development, all the elements are referred to as resources. All the elements are referred to as resources for the project. Full stop. After full stop, it can be a human resource, can be a human resource, comma, hardware and software. Hardware and software. Next is risk management. So in risk management, what we do simply, we analyze the risks, because in everywhere there is a risk factor. Whether the software we are planning is able to perform well, whether our team is going to develop the software as required as by the client, whether the software after introduce the software in the market, whether the software is able to compete. So there are different kind of risks. Okay. Under risk management, the team which is involved in risk management, they are analyzing the risk and accordingly they are suggesting some points. Okay. So basically in risk management, you write project risk management. Under this point, right, risk management consists of risk management consists of all the activities like identification, comma, analyzing and preparing the plan, preparing the plan for predictable and unpredictable risks. Unpredictable risks in the project. Okay. The next is project communication management. It is another important important activities of project management. That means the communication is very important, because in software development, different personnel or different teams are involved in the same project, because different teams are acting on feasibility study, different teams are acting on designing, similarly for coding, for resource analysis, for risk management. So there should be a proper communication among them. So in project communication management, this activity basically monitor this type of communication. So in project communication management, right, communication is an essential factor. Communication is an essential factor in the success of the project. Success of the project, full stop. It is a bridge between client. It is a bridge between clients,
Sure, it is a
it is a bridge between client. Bridge means the communication medium. Bridge between the client, comma, organization, comma, team members, team members, and as well as other stakeholders as well as other stakeholders of the project. Okay? The last one is project configuration management. Okay? Project configuration management. The project configuration management means when we configure any project or when we are planning to develop a project. During this development, you have to go through different stages where some changes may occur within the software in terms of their design, their requirements, and the way using which we are planning to develop the software. That means there are possibilities to change any kind of activities which is directly or indirectly involved in the software development. So that's why this configuration management is mainly concerned about the changes. And if there is any changes, how we have to uh, able to handle these changes and without affecting the development of the project. So this project configuration management is mainly concerned about this. So you write configuration management, project configuration management. Configuration management is about to control. Configuration management is about to control the changes in software changes control the changes in software like requirements, design, and development of the project. full stop. After full stop, right? The primary goal of this activity, the primary goal of project configuration management, or primary goal of this activity, to increase the productivity with minimum error. Next, right, next paragraph. Tasks performed in configuration management. Tasks performed in configuration management. Number one, identification of changes. Identification of changes. Change the control. Sorry, control the change. Control the changes. Next, configuration status accounting. Configuration status accounting. And last, configuration audits and reviews. Configuration audits and reviews. Okay? This is all about activities of software management. Is there any query? And Saidur, you asked that where is software management systems comes to action in SDLC. So basically, SDLC and software management were different things, but both are working simultaneously to develop a product, because software development lifecycle is something which highlights what are the phases you have to perform, what are the operations you have to perform. And software management is something like that, how you are going to manage the entire activities, how we are going to perform the feasibility study, what is the timeline of this, what is the requirement of this. So both are works parallelly. Okay, someone is responsible for managing the entire activities, and someone is responsible for highlighting what activities, what operations you have to perform for a particular period of time, or to develop the particular software. So that's why there is a slight difference and major similarities between this software management and software development lifecycle. Okay, so is it clear to everyone? Any doubt from anyone? Any doubt? Any doubt from everyone or anyone?
Sir, can you repeat the last point?
So that means last points means from activity, or the relation between software management and software development lifecycle. Quickly, because the meeting is going to end. Hardly 1 or 2 minutes I have. So basically, software management means how you are going to manage the software. during the development. And software development lifecycle means what are the phases you have to go through while you are developing the software. And the software management is going to manage the phases, how you are going to perform the feasibility study, the cost estimation, and the scheduling. Everything is done by the software management activities. And under these activities, from the software development lifecycle, the phases will placed and act accordingly. Is it clear now? Quickly reply. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope everything is clear. So, tomorrow I will start a new topic. Okay, everyone go through this topic, and everyone must finalize your project, mini project, by today itself. Those who are still not, do the same.
Sir, you told sir two phase, like what kind of phases in the project?
These are the progress, not phases. Progress. What, how much work you have done for a specific period. After a specific period, you have to give a presentation that much of work I have done till now. If it is satisfactory, then only you are allowed to appear in the final presentation. These are not phases. Like your sessional exam. In project, there is no sessional exam. Instead of it, there is a progress. You have to highlight how much work you have done. Okay. The first progress may be between 10 or 15 June. The second progress may be between 25th or 30 June. If we are satisfied with your progress, then only you are allowed to sit in the final project presentation.